Okay, I welcome you to another review in this 100 film project. Today's film is a Gujarati film. It's called Dear Father, and one of the actors in this film is Paresh Rawal, and he plays the role of a father who lives with his son and his son's wife, and it shows you. This film shows you a lot about life in a smaller Indian city, and I think it's very refreshing in terms of its characterization and also how the narrative moves. It's based on a play, so I've always enjoyed movies that are adapted from theater because I think there's a real emotional build up to some of these stories. So in this particular story, there's a lot of miscommunication between the daughter-in-law, the son, and the father, and this leads to a lot of conflict between these three parties, and it eventually leads up to an incident. And this movie is about how they overcome that incident and come back to being a connected family unit. Some of the things I learned from this film is that it's very important to communicate what's on your mind, especially with your loved ones. The second thing I learned is that if there are places where you do have conflict or tension, I think it's important to find ways to open up and understand what the other person is mad about and slowly rebuild that bond. And finally, develop the habit to apologize if you do make mistakes rather than it building up tension over time. Um, yeah, and I hope the writer and director of this film they do make more films. I'm also excited to watch more Gujarati cinema, which I think is very vibrant. And I did watch this movie on a streaming platform, so you can watch this movie soon too. Thank you.